Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 1 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 1 and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter counting and number patterns. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So here I'm on grade 1 math. We're going to start with the very first chapter, that is counting and number patterns. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is counting review up to 10. Let's just start with the lesson. Okay, so basically we have to count the things, different things we are given. We have to count them, right? So let's start with the first one. The first one is how many boats are there. We have to count the boats, right? So let's just start counting the boats. They are, yes, there are 6 boats, right? So the correct option is 6. Okay, the next one is how many are there. So rainbows, right? Please write the answers once. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that means there are 7 rainbows, right? The correct option is 7. There are 7 rainbows, right? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, how many snakes are there? We have to count the snakes. So how many snakes are there? The correct option is snakes. There, 6. There are 6 snakes. The correct option is 6. Very good. So here is the, you are given 4 of the options. So just select the correct option and then click on the OK button, right? Okay, the next one is why I am again on the first question, because I haven't clicked on the OK button. Okay. The next one is how many balls are there? So which is the correct option? The correct option is 8 balls, right? Very good. The correct option is 8. How many balls are there? So, which is the correct option? Yes, the correct option is 7. There are 7 balls, right? The correct option is 7. How many chickens are there? The correct option is yes, there are 9 chickens. The correct option is 9. Here is the correct option, and then click on the OK button. How many presents are there? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 5 presents, right? The correct option is 5. Very good. You can write the answers one. I can read your messages when you write it once. How many turtles are there? The correct option is 10 turtles, right? The correct option is very good. That is 10. How many cars are there? The correct option is only one car, right? The correct option is 1. Very good. How many dogs are there? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 2 dogs. The correct option is 2. How many reptiles are there? The correct option is 4, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next one is count to fill our 10 frame. There are 8 dots on the frame. A full frame has 2 dots. How many more dots do you need to make 10? So basically this complete frame has 10 dots, right? You are given 8 of 10. You need to see how many more. So you just have to count the empty spaces, right? This is 1 and this is 2. That means you need 2 more dots to fill to make them 10, right? The correct option is you need 2 more dots to make them 10. So the correct option is 2, right? Let's just start with the test questions. There are 9 dots on the frame. A full frame has 10 dots. How many more dots do you need to make 10? So you are given 9 of the dots, right? You have to see how many more dots you need to make them 10. So that means you need to count the empty space. So you have only one empty square. That means you need one more block to make it 10. Got it? The correct option is 1. The correct option is there are 7 frames, right? You need 3 more to make it 10, right? The correct option is 3. There are 6 dots on the frame. A full frame has 10 dots. How many more dots do you need to make 10? Which is the correct option? Yes, you need 4 more dots to make them 10. The correct option is 4. Got it? There are 8 dots on the frame. A full frame has 10 dots. So how many more dots do you need to make 10? Yes, very good. You just need 2 more dots to make them 10. The correct option is 2. There are 9 dots on the frame. A full frame has 10 dots. How many more dots do you need to make 10? Yes, the correct option is you need only 1 dot to make it 10, right? There are 7 dots on the frame. A full frame has 10 dots. How many more dots do you need to make 10? Yes, the correct option is you just need 3 more dots to make it 10, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, counting review with shapes. So that is just a review. Let's just do a quick review. How many squares are on the frame? So which is the correct option? The correct option is only 2 frames, right? Let's just start with the test questions. How many shapes are there on the frame? The correct option is only 2 shapes. The correct option is 2, right? How many shapes are there? The correct option is 3. There are 3 shapes. The correct option is 3. How many dots are on the frame? The correct option is there are only 5 dots. The correct option is 5. How many shapes are on the frame? Which is the correct option? Yes, there are only 4 shapes. How many triangles are there on the frame? The correct option is only 2 triangles. The correct option is 2. How many dots are on the frame? Yes, the correct option is 3 frames. There are only 3 frames. How many shapes are there on the frame? Yes, there are only 5 shapes on the frame, right? The correct option is 5 frames, right? Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Where is 23, Nanny? Counting tens and ones up to 20. Count the dots. How many tens and how many ones? Yes, there are only two dots, right? So that means there are two ones, right? The correct option is two ones. Yes, there are only two dots, right? So that means there are okay, the next one is let's just start with the test questions. Count the dots, which is the correct option. The correct option is there are only three dots, right? So that means no tens, right? Zero tens and three ones. The correct option is option number one. Okay, count the dots, which is the correct option. The correct option is there are seven dots, right? So no 10, 0, 10, and seven ones. The correct option is option number two. You have no tens here, only seven dots. So that means seven ones, right? Count the dots. There are only one dot, so that means you have 0, 1 and 1 ones. Where is hardest math? The correct option is only 1 ones. The correct option is 0, tens and 1 ones, right? Let's just start with it. Let's just move on to next one. Count the dots. So which is the correct option? The correct option is you have 10 and 6, 16, right? So when you write 16, that means you have these are the ones, 6 ones and 110. This complete box means you have 110, right? These are the 6 dots and this is 110. So you have 110 and 6 ones, right? 110 and 6 ones. So the correct option is option number 3, 110s and 6 ones, right? Option number 3 is the correct option. Count the dots. Yes, there are only 8 dots. So that means you have no 0, 1, 10s and 8 ones, right? The correct option is option number. Count the dots, which is the correct option. The correct option is there are only 6 dots. So you have 0, 10s and 6 ones, right? The correct option is 0, 10s and 6 ones. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next one is counting with complex shapes. Let's just start with the next lesson. So, how many stars are on the frame? Which is the correct option? The correct option is 5 stars, right? Let's just start with the test questions. How many shapes are on the frame, which is the correct option? The correct option is yes, there are only 5 shapes. The correct option is 5. How many dots are there on the frame? There is only one frame. The correct option one dot. The correct option is 1. How many hearts are on the frame? The correct option is there are 4 hearts. The correct option is 4. How many hearts are on the frame, which is the correct option? There are only 3 hearts. The correct option is 3. How many dots are on the frame? Yes, there is only one frame. The correct option is 1, right? How many triangles are on the frame, which is the correct option? The correct option is there are only five triangles. The correct option is five. There are only three squares. The correct option is three. There are only four shapes. The correct option is four. How many shapes, how many triangles are on the frame? Which is the correct option? There are only three triangles. The correct option is three. There are only three triangles. The correct option is three. I forgot to click on the OK button. How many stars are on the frame? There are only five stars. The correct option is five. How many dots are on the frame? Yes, there are only four dots, right? Okay, we are done with the lesson counting with complex shapes. Also, we are done with the chapter. So, we were working on chapter number grade 1 math. The chapter we were working on is counting and number patterns. And the lessons we have covered today are counting review up to 10, count to fill a 10 frame, counting review with shapes, counting tens and ones up to 20, and counting with complex shapes, right? So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10, right? So that's all for today. See you in the next